Hello, I'm Dave Firkin and I'm taking you for a bit of a walk. Or, to be more precise, we're going to be exploring God's own country, the great county of Yorkshire. And along the way, we'll be sampling some of the fine ales and craft beers that are brewed in this fantastic county. So come along, join me. It could be fun. We might get a bit tiddly. Now then, today we are in the City of Wakefield Metropolitan Borough of West Yorkshire. What a mouthful. In the village of Wentbridge. It lies 3 miles southeast of Pontefract and is located very close to the A1. It sits in the heart of the Went Valley on the northernmost edge of the medieval Vale of Barnsdale, considered by many medievalists to be the official home of Robin Hood. We're 12 miles northwest of Doncaster, and it's from here that we shall start and end our walk today. This is a part circular, part linear walk, somewhere between 4 and 7 miles long, depending on which walking guide you're reading. Out of the village, we pass under the Wentbridge viaduct before heading through a wood called Sales Plantation. Arriving at the village of Kirk Smeaton, we'll take a refreshment stop at the Shoulder of Mutton before heading back through woods and across fields before rejoining our path back to Wentbridge. Now, I mentioned earlier the suggestion that this area is the official home of Robin Hood. Well, English Heritage has placed a blue plaque on the bridge that crosses the River Went, recognising Wentbridge's claim to be the original home of Robin Hood. Wentbridge is mentioned in probably one of the last remaining manuscripts of a Robin Hood ballad called Robin Hood and the Potter. I'll sing you the line. I saw him but at Wentbridge, said Little John, that's your lot. Make of that what you will, my merry folk of Yorkshire. And beyond. And that is the A1. Now, of course, we're not just here to suffer the slings and arrows of Robin Hood. You see what I did there? Essentially, we're here for the beer, and I brought a couple along with me today that I hope you'll give a try. Sitting in this area of West Yorkshire and its close proximity to South Yorkshire, we have a great selection of breweries. There's the Chin Chin Brewing Company in South Kirby, Hilltop Brewery in Hemsworth, and the Doncaster Brewery Tap, all within 15 miles of here. A little further out, you have Jolly Boys, Five Towns and Fernandez Breweries, all in the Wakefield area. And then we have the Horbury Brew Company, Luddite Brewing, Morton Collins Brewing Company. There's a lot of them about. thank goodness. But today I'm going for a beer from Castleford, about 10 miles from here. Lost Cause Brewing Company. And the second beer is from the Jolly Sailor Brewing Company, based in Selby, about 17 miles from here. When it comes to traditional drinking establishments, well, as you'd expect, we have a very good selection on offer in the local area. We have the Bluebell Inn in Wentbridge, the Fox and Hounds in Thorpe Arundel, the Rustic Arms in Ackworth, and the Shoulder of Mutton in Kirk Smeaton. And it is that particular oasis of magnificence that we shall be visiting today, halfway through our walk. There are a number of other pubs dotted about the place. The Railway Inn in Pontefract, the Gantry in Upton, and the George and Dragon in Whitley. Just use the search engine of your choice for a list of what pubs there are in the area. Right then, well, we are roughly halfway between Wentbridge and the village of Kirk Smeaton. We're in the wood called Sales Plantation, and methinks it's time we sampled the first beer of the day. And our first beer is from the Jolly Sailor Brewing Company, based in Selby. It's called 3 Sheets to the Wind, and it's a hemp-spiced herb beer. The brewery is located adjacent to the Olympia Hotel in Selby. It was founded in 2012 in Cawood, before moving to Selby a year later. Let's get this one open. So, this is a golden pale ale. It has an earthy aroma, good head, they use a locally sourced hemp flour, which is also gluten-free and gives it a nutty depth. It's hoppy, and the nutty flavour from the hemp flour dances a wonderful trip on the tongue. Now this Jolly Sailor comes floating up to me in its sailing dinghy at a very sensible 4%. So it's on the light side. Now, I know what you're thinking. A small snack, a spot of sustenance to help me along my way. Well, would I let you down? Possibly. But I got this from the Hilltop Cafe and Deli. The Hilltop Cafe and Deli is located in the busy industrial area of Nottingley, about 5 miles from Wentbridge. It offers a wide range of tasty dishes including cooked breakfast, pies, burgers, quiche, ploughmans, jacket potatoes and sandwiches, with vegetarian and vegan options available. I've gone for a bacon and cheese panini. Very nice indeed. Well, that was a most refreshing pit stop. The panini, a little too filling if truth be told, but very delicious. Lovely beer. Time to pack up, get back on the walk. We're heading out of Sales Plantation to the village of Kirk Smeaton. Ah yes, now look at this, you see. Back in the day, this tree was probably felled by bandits, stopping people from walking along this pathway. And before you know it, stand and deliver your money or your life. Oh, me life, I'm saving up. So, we have arrived in Kirk Smeaton. Time now to hunt down the Shoulder of Mutton public house. Yummy! And as usual, that search did not take long. There she is, the Shoulder of Mutton. What a beautiful construction. Wonderful walls, delightful windows, and that doorway. Can you hear it? Calling me. Welcome, welcome. Step inside. Well, it would be rude to turn down such a kind invitation. Hello. We're all right to serve a pint?
Yeah.
You've opened. Could I have, please, a pint of the black sheep, please? Thank you.
That's just fine.
Thank you.
I'm like,
Well, for years I thought, no,
Great, thanks very much indeed.
I'm fine.
Cheers. Well, that was a very nice pint. It's a nice looking pub, actually. You might have heard as I walked into the pub, I asked, is it all right to have a pint? Because as I walked in, everyone, 3 customers, 2 bar staff, they all stopped talking and they all turned to face me. Very much like that scene from American Werewolf in London. So I stood there for a moment and thought, yikes, is it okay to have a pint? It was fine. I mentioned earlier about the connection that this area has with the legend of Robin Hood. It is thought that this wood, Sales Plantation, is the location where Robin Hood and his merry men in tights operated. People would travel through here, north to south, very much like they do today on the A1. People travelling this way could very easily be intercepted. And now we have rejoined the path that we took earlier, heading to Kirk Smeaton. Kirk Smeaton is in that direction. This is where we've just come from. And now we're heading back to Wentbridge. And so here we are, we've rejoined the path that we took earlier, only this time we're heading back to Wentbridge. This is where we met up with the Jolly Sailor, so I thought, what better place to sample our second beer of the day than right here? And our second beer is from the Lost Cause Brewing Company, based in Castleford. It's simply called Lully, and it's an IPA. The brewery was formed in 2024, so it's very much one of the new kids on the block, but it comes with bags of experience. They hold monthly events at their tap room in Castleford, so best check them out on Tinternet. Find out what's coming up. Let's get this one open. Oh, it's quite lively. So, it's very pale yellow in colour. Oh, it has a very strong citrusy aroma. It reminds me very much of those sherbet dips you used to be able to get as a sweetie. A good head. Oh, wow, this is packing a punch well above its station. Oh yes, strong citrusy, juicy, fruity flavours. Most refreshing, an ideal summer session ale. With a zing and a zang and a, oh watch out, that's a kick in the kisser for you, kind of flavour to it. Now this lost cause comes wandering up to me at a very sensible 4%. So very much like the Jolly Sailor, it's on the light side. Right then, we'd better head back to Wentbridge. Come on! I do have a correction to make. I mentioned earlier that Lully was an IPA. It is in fact a pale ale. There really isn't much difference. IPAs are slightly more hoppy than pale ales. It wasn't far off it. We're coming towards the end of our walk today. It's been a pleasure. It's been quite a good one. I hope I've inspired you in some way, whether it's been the walk or the beers, perhaps both. Details on all of that coming up. But from me, until next time, cheery bye.